we're talking once again about community ecology, about restoration ecology. How can we restore degraded ecosystems on this planet using agriculture as the tool to do it, and using agriculture as the financing to do it, to have our agricultural activity pay its own way and to do ecological restoration such as you see on this opening screen right here. Well, in order to do so, we have to, if we're going to do any kind of regreening of this planet, we have to understand how this planet works, and that's what this series is all about. And I've done a lot of different doom and gloom sessions in the past. This is not necessarily going to be one of them, but there has to be a little bit of sobriety check in there. And I'm going to read this because when I first read this, it just lit up and resonated with me so much that the central challenge of our time is embodied in the staggering losses, both recent and projected, of biological diversity at all levels, from the smallest organisms to the charismatic large animals and towering trees. Largely through the action of humans, populations of animals and plants are declining and disappearing at unprecedented rates. This has been labeled the sixth great extinction. As far as we can tell, the biota around us, the surface of the planet, the living part of the planet, you know, below the ground and above into the atmosphere and all that kind of stuff, is in life free fall. We're here to do something about it. We are here to be the next culture. The first slide mentioned turning around the culture of degradation. Well, we have to become the culture of restoration. We have to restore the ecology of this planet, and that will actually restore the economy of this planet. If we don't have an ecosystem from which to derive a livelihood, we don't have an economy at all. So if we degrade all of the resources bases, extract all of the things that are extracted, and devastate resources that should be renewable and life-giving and regenerative, if we keep destroying that, game is over. We have, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 billion people on this planet. We need to be restoring Earth's ecosystems and stop this free-for-all, the free fall, excuse me, of all these organisms, put it all back together. Well, the only thing that has seemed to have survived all of these different catastrophes throughout geological history on planet Earth are life systems themselves, ecosystems themselves. And first, when ecologists were studying it, it became evident that diverse plant and animal communities were more resilient and more stable than simple plant and animal communities. And the perfect polar comparison would be like a tropical rainforest, which is the most diverse ecosystem on the planet, and a cornfield, which is just one species, Zea mays, and nothing else, to the exclusion of all else. One little windstorm, you know, tornado, hailstorm comes through, wipes out the whole corn crop. The farmer is devastated, people starve, etc. Whereas the rainforest, if, you know, one little hailstorm comes through, it might only bother a hundredth or a tenth or a thousandth of a percent. So since this diversity idea, originally it was thought that diverse ecosystems, the more stable diverse ecosystems, it was a functional diversity, that this organism supported that organism, which helped this one, and so on. But as more and more research has been done, it's started to show that it's not necessarily this functional diversity that makes for a stable ecosystem, but it's just absolute total diversity, that the more species on a particular area, the more stable that system is, and the more total site yield you get. So a couple of our goals as land managers will be to build these deeply sustainable and diverse systems on our piece of planet wherever we are.